Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with the Fast Lane Car, and behind me, the 2018 Hyundai Sonata. This particular model is the 2-liter Turbo Limited. And coming up next, I get to finally give you guys driving impressions of this vehicle. Behold, a 245 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, turbocharged, direct injected, 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine. And it is hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission, which has been revised. And because of that, it is smoother. It shifts smoother, but more importantly, it's more efficient. Not just with MPG, which it gets 1 mile per gallon better city, 1 mile per gallon better highway, and well, it's the same combined 26 miles per gallon, but it also supposedly aids in getting power to the ground. It's smoother, and it is. Look, I know this isn't a sports car, and I think one of the problems I'm having is that I just recently drove the new Camry, and they really did a bang-up job on making that car so much more enjoyable to drive. But in Hyundai's favor, they've recently dialed in the steering, and as such, it's great. Style, boys and girls, that's the whole name of the game. That's why Hyundai really wanted us out here, because the vehicle has been restyled heavily. We're talking about a new bumper, new grille, new headlights, new hood, new fenders. Same in the back, new deck lid, new bumper, new taillights. And all of that combined does make this vehicle look, well, a little bit different. And if I may say so, the grille looks kind of Audi-ish, and these lights look kind of Ford-ish. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's still fairly attractive. Now, competition. I've already mentioned the Toyota Camry. And interesting, the Camry is unique in that they're keeping their V6. Sonata doesn't have a V6. Another company that will only be building these their vehicles with 4-cylinder engines is Honda. Honda's Accord, which competes directly with this and the Camry, will only have 4-cylinder engines. The Sonata has gone up a tick, and it has a fairly new exterior to compete with those vehicles. Now, I'm rather opinionated when it comes to interiors because there are a few things I detest, and one of which is fake carbon fiber, or even real carbon fiber in regular cars. However, Hyundai has managed to take the fake carbon fiber and make it their own, and make it different. It's more like a metal insert, and it looks pretty good. The rest of the interior is basically the same except for the dash, where you have a new infotainment system and slightly repositioned vents, and for the most part, a cleaner look. Small things thrill my primitive brain, and one of those things is this. Can you see where the trunk release is? No, you can't. That's because it's hidden right here. Pop up. Isn't that cool? That's a 16.3 cubic inch trunk right there, which is pretty good size. But once again, isn't that cool? It's a little panel, the whole panel. Push it in and there you go. I love it. This particular model has those 18-inch wheels, and I do hear some road noise, a lot more than I expected to hear. So there is road noise. Now, the other part of this whole setup that's new is this, what they call D-ring or D-shaped steering wheel. It's a flat bottom steering wheel. I love these. It makes it so much easier for large people to get in and out of vehicles because, well, there's a little bit less for you to have to go around. I think what they're trying to do is give you more for your money, like they always have, which is their winning recipe, and find ways of giving you slight increases in comfort or slight increases in sport. The suspension setup, basically it's a stiffer rear suspension, and it helps. I love the way it corners, and I love having that power to squirt out of a corner right when you hit it and hit the apex, you shoot right out of it. Really good stuff. It makes for a much more entertaining drive. Look, the bottom line is, a car like this, not many people are going to buy for fun, but the fact that it has a little just a tidbit of fun in it is a good thing. should know that this is pretty much one of the top of the line versions because this is the Sonata Limited with the 2-liter turbo. As such, it comes out to $33,460. That's not too bad when you listen to this. Check this out. Comfort and convenience, it has the smart cruise control, stop-start capability, electronic parking brake, sports tune, suspension, you already know about that. Those 18-inch wheels, which by the way are beautiful. Heated and ventilated front seats and heated steering wheel. And then you've got a ton of electronic goodies on the infotainment system, and it goes on and on and on. You get a ton of standard equipment for this price, and as such, it's still a bargain. Is it as good as the Camry that we recently tested? Boy, I gotta get them head to head and see, but I think that the Camry V6 will beat this thing in a straight line. And I think that the 4-cylinder Camry will keep up with it in the corners. So I think it's right up there with it. But once again, you get a ton of car for the money. Thank you so much for joining me for the Fastlane Car. This is Nathan Adlin. Don't forget to go to tflcar.com for news, views, and real-world reviews. I'll see you next time.